Hi, it's me again. My hair was giving me a headache, so I had to take it down. I had to take it down. This is kind of up really high. I don't know if I need it quite up this high. It's Saturday night and I'm watching about Beyonce's mom's gumbo. Apparently, it's making people sick. And some people are saying that it's because of witchcraft. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I do think that her mom seems to have like a lot of plastic surgery. And it does kind of like, it kind of looks like she's trying to look like, what is her name? She's in American Horror Story. She's in American Horror Story Coven. And she's like the Supreme Witch. Like Beyonce's mom's plastic surgery is trying to look like her. Uh, J- Jessica Lange. I think it's Jessica Lange. So, hi. We're just sitting here, um, you know, body's still kind of sore from falling completely out of the RV. I was looking at the steps today and I was like, I fell I fell pretty it's a pretty good distance that I fell. It's mm-hmm. And I have my little I was carrying this water bottle um when I fell, and I don't know if you can see, but it's like it's all scratched. It's all scratched from hitting the patio. Water. I don't always just drink Dr. Pepper. But yeah. I worked a little bit more on this. I got a bumblebee going on right there. I do want to paint some. I do want to paint. I just don't know if I want to work on that painting. But maybe we'll work on that painting. Jameson, hello. How are you? Hi. Happy Saturday night. We're just hanging out. Me and the cats. Me and the cats. Usually my hair is up, but it was giving me a headache. So, Jameson, what do you think about Tina Knowles gumbo? What do you think about Tina Knowles gumbo? Is it witchcraft or is it just poison? They're saying that it's poison. They're saying that it's witchcraft. That's a new store. I mean, it wouldn't really surprise me if it was witchcraft. Aw, Jameson, thank you. Aw, Hudson just stepped in the yellow paint. He just stepped in the yellow paint. Great. Now he's going to leave like yellow. He's going to get paint all over the RV. Man, it's okay. It's okay. It can be cleaned up. It's not going to stay forever. But that's a new store. What'd you do, honey? What'd you do? He's all shaking his leg, trying to get it off. It's paint, honey. It's paint. He doesn't get it. Hi, Brian. Oh, it's okay. It's not. I mean, I looked at the height and I was like, ah, it's a pretty good distance that I fell. So I mean, that makes sense. And I think I probably just like tensed my muscles up because I feel like muscle soreness. But you know, it could be so much worse. Let's see. After my last accident and fighting my way out of the wheelchair after 3 years, I'm walking now, but I do fall once in a while when my legs completely give out. Oh my gosh. That sounds awful. That sounds horrible. I'm sorry. But I'm also glad that you're such a fighter and determined and you don't let it get you down. Yeah, I got more flowers going on. I got a bee. I got a bee. I got another bee. You know, kind of got some idea of like, you know, the stems for the flowers and all that jazz. I don't think I don't think this is exactly how bees' wings look like, but I'm just kind of trying to get like an outline, and then I can perfect it. But this is a lot of like reaching up, and I don't want to do that right now because it. Oh, there was a cat. There was a cat. Rory, there was a cat. There was a cat, and his name is Hudson. There was a cat, and her name is Rory. Yeah, I want to paint, but I think I want to paint just a normal size canvas. Honestly, that one is going to be kind of like, it's going to be done pretty quick, you know? The flowers are taking up a good portion of it. And then the bees, yeah, it's going to be done pretty quick. I'm kind of impressed. The last painting that I painted that was that big was like a court shot of Michael Jordan. Aw, it's Blitzkrieg. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. Um, AC Slater, hi. AC Slater, hi. Cosmic Confetti, thank you. Mario, thank you. Wow, I do that all the time. Like I don't know what that is. What I do. Those look really good. Hope you're having a great day, Sully for real. Thank you so much. Made mentors. I like that. Nice. 3 steps and then tensing up, compiling to an abrupt stop. I'm sure that, yeah. It's, you know, the whole arthritis thing that you know, you know, because you've had broken ribs, so you know exactly how that is. It's horrible. It just hurts. Kyle Kruger, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too, Kyle Kruger. Jesus loves everyone. Jesus loves everyone. Even those who don't talk to Jesus, he still loves them too. That's the cool thing about Jesus. Did you paint? Did you do all of those tattoos on your body because you're a painter? No. Why is the gap between your nose and mouth so big? Aw. Look, somebody's clever. Somebody's clever. Mom let them have the tablet for Saturday night. No. I got tattoos because I just wanted tattoos. And I was working in a tattoo shop, so, you know, why not? Hi, James. Thank you, KK Blooming. Thank you. Scared of werewolves. My mom got the burning brush and dad came back from Thailand. Whoa. Okay. Ultron, make sure you read your Bible. Ask Jesus to inspire your art. Ask him to reveal it to you in your dreams. That sounds pretty epic. God bless. Thank you. Who said that? Oh, Ultron. Okay, thank you. Will do. I ate noodles with a new no packet. What? That sounds pretty lame. Um, if you could have a brain chip that could better you in some positive way, what would you want your brain chip to do? Be good at math. That's what I would want my brain chip to do. Help me be good at math because I'm horrible with math. Tattoos are expression. The more the merrier. You don't have many, but I absolutely love tatted women. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Their expression, their art, and they're also memories. A lot of times people get tattoos to commemorate something, some kind of event or some time or person in their life. I have a lot of those, like my daughter signed my Mother's Day card. Um, this is like a tracing of how they signed my Mother's Day card whenever they were 9 and 6. They're 26 and 24 now. Oh, hold on. There's something outside. I think it might be a skunk, but hold on. And Pimp Productions. Is your dick really always that small? Oh yeah, it's the baby skunks. We gotta give them some food. It's the little baby skunks. Little baby skunks. Little baby skunks. It's the little baby skunks. They're adorable. Gonna give them some cat food. Man. I'm getting up a lot easier, up and down. Brian Davis, can I cook? I can. Nameless, it is my artwork. How many cats do I have? I have 4 cats. That's Rory, she's the baby. And whoo, that's Hudson, but he's kind of a little bit of a scary cat. And he stepped in the wet paint, so he's kind of freaking out that he can't just shake it off. Hattie Beans is laying down. I bought a new bag today, and she's just laying on it. It's her bag, I guess. It's pretty cute, though. It has a llama on it. And then I have Grace. Jimmy said, meow. Jimmy said meow. See, she's so sassy. She doesn't give a fuck. She just doesn't care. Oh, Ivanir Binto. Hi. How are you? Cereal with the powder milk? I don't even know what the fuck that means. Jason, I fart probably daily. It's a sign of a healthy gastrointestinal system. It's like a healthy sign of a body. And it's a sign that you eat. So those are all really good things as far as like being human and surviving go. So I do. Do you wait until Saturday? Do you hold in all of your farts throughout the whole week until Saturday and then just like completely stink up your mom's house or what? The last time I was watching your show, you were talking about food. Can I talk about food again? Yeah, I can. Speaking of food, I was like thinking I kind of would like some food. I made pico de gallo, like I said I was going to do, and it was delicious. It still is delicious. I got some pickles, which are my favorite. Pickles, pickles, pickles. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get pickles. Addie's still just sleeping on her bed, on the bag. Hi. Okay. Here. I'm going to try to, yeah, I'll twist this around and hopefully you can see Hattie Beans. See, she's just laying on this bag. She just wants the bag. She likes the bag. It's her bag. I got it at the smoke shop today. So, what did everybody else eat? I made pico de gallo. Oh, I didn't eat much else. That's probably why I'm hungry. Waffles. Mike, hi. I got kind of behind. What? Somebody sent me gems? Who did that? Mark, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sent me a floating heart. Thank you. I thought I was pretty proud of that one too, Brian. I'm not always a good shit talker, but sometimes I am. Oh, Tony, are you just upset because you're still trailer trash? Tony does have a tiny peepee. Chicken quesadillas with green sauce and some rice. Delicious. Hi, JK. How are you? Guilty of being right. That's hilarious. Guilty of being right. Am I sober? I guess. I guess so. Which cat was it? Christopher Robin said, I blinked and the cat vanished. That sounds like Hudson. Hudson is pretty fast. And Grace is just right there. She's kind of hiding. She's hiding a little bit under my leg. Okay, I gotta chill out. I could eat the whole jar of pickles. So I'm not gonna do that right now. But I could. Also, speaking of talking about food, before I started this live stream, I was watching all about the Houston rodeo and how Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, how her gumbo is making people sick. And there are some people that are saying that it is witchcraft. First of all, though, like, if it's witchcraft, why would somebody want to create a witchcraft gumbo that makes people sick? Like, what is that going to do? How is that going to achieve anything? I don't even know what you're talking about, according to John, but man, stop trying so hard. All caps, really. It's not that serious. Jim Bob, I think you're right. Okay. Yes. Oh, you're in Houston? Guess what? I used to live in Kima. John Anthony. I kind of like angel food cake and coffee. Weed out the week. Love that voodoo gumbo. I mean, is that really what it is? You would think that if somebody's going to use witchcraft in food, that it would be like, you're going to buy all of my gumbo, or you're going to be like under my spell and do whatever I say, which is basically, give me your money, like, love my daughter. What? I mean, I guess unless there was just a whole slew of people that were hating on her that were at the rodeo and she was like, this is my way to get you back. I'm going to make you sick. But I just don't see how it's like, how is it witchcraft? John Hernandez, I talk too much and I don't answer the question. I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hurt your feelers. Do you want me to call the ambulance? You know, this is my live stream. I can do whatever I want. Poop pie. I know people do use witchcraft with food, but I just don't see why Tina Knowles would do it at the rodeo and just make people sick. It just doesn't make sense to me. Logically. You can't eat regular gumbo because of celiac disease. I'm sorry. What is that? Hi, Joe Patton. How are you? Well, what is celiac disease? Tell me. Mohammed wants to know if I like fish. I love fish. I must be in some kind of gang. The ambulance. Yeah, it's the ambulance. A lot of people, a lot of adults need the ambulance. They have a hard time, especially here on the interwebs, you know. But please tell me what celiac disease is. I'm streaming on my phone, or else I would just Google. I mean, I guess I could Google on my laptop. Like, I forget that it's not just for watching streaming shows. It actually has access to the internet too. Cinnamon crumb cake is yummy. Oh my gosh, that does sound really good. You're not a big coffee fan, but you love the smell of coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I used to drink a lot of coffee. Now I'm pretty much like 1 cup, but I do love the smell of it. Oh, and I do also just put a whole bunch of like really sugary creamer in mine, so it is candy too. Um, who do I roll with? Um, my homies. Rolling with the homies. Clueless? Anybody? Um, I that's it. That's who I roll with. If that's what you want to know. And I think Mohammed wanted to know what my favorite breakfast is. My favorite breakfast is homemade biscuits with bacon and sausage and sausage gravy. Yeah, that's like my favorite breakfast. What kind of bike do I have? I don't have a bike. Okay, so immune deficiency mainly infecting the small intestine. That sucks. That really sucks. Rob, that is the biggest compliment ever, I think. Alicia Silverstone is beautiful. It is a cat. It is a cat behind me. See, look, there's Grace. That's Grace Arsenaway. She's Grace Arsenaway, and the other orange girl is Hot Shepsut. So Arsenaway is Hot Shepsut's daughter. I roll with my peeps, the marshmallow ones. Yeah. Aw. Sam, really? I did do the art. Floofy beans, exactly right. Yeah, crispy bacon, absolutely. That's Hattie Beans. See, this is how she ships it. Hattie, can you say hi? Say hi. She has a lot of extra beans. Hattie Beans. Whoopee. She's my baby. Like, they're all my babies, but she's my firstborn kitty cat. I've had her the longest. Oh, well, thank you so much. Who can know? You to real art. You're a stone sculptor? Wow. What are you sculpting, Tyrone? That's pretty rad. Thank you, everybody. I'm down with Andy Warhol. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I was alive at that point in time, I don't know. Andy Warhol was kind of a character. I might not have been. We might not have gotten along. I don't know, but he's definitely kind of a character. Hi, Rick Trevino. Exactly right, Brian. Okay. Mr. Marshy Heart? Marshy? I don't know. I don't think I'm saying that right, but hi, welcome. Who is my favorite artist? Oh, wow. Who is my favorite artist? Man, his name is like right on the tip of my tongue. He died. Like a lot of them did. Let me ask my Google. Oh my gosh. He's from New York. Basquiat, Jean-Michel Basquiat. That is who my favorite is. And it didn't even tell me. It just finally came to my mind. But Jean-Michel Basquiat. Who is your favorite artist? Patrick said, I'm thinking you're kind of a character, but maybe you're throwing me the wrong vibes. What's favorite man actor looks wise? For Muhammad asked me that. Um I don't know. Adrian Brody? Uh Show your body art, show my body art. Oh, Nunya. Nunya's mom is letting him stay up. Play on YouTube with the big kids. Thank you, Javier. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, like the Starry Night guy? I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of anything right now. Abe, really, you are so beautiful and wonderful girl in the world. Well, thank you so much. I love that. Larry, I don't have diamonds. I don't have diamonds. It's okay. I don't need diamonds. I would rather have opals. Let's see. Basquiat was an interesting dude. He lost his mind and went homeless. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I just love his story. I love his story and I love his art. You, I would think you would be into the artist David Mann. I'm not totally sure who David Mann is. Oh, Brian. She is the art. She just also has tattoos. I love that. Thank you. Bob Ross is amazing. That's where I learned to paint was Bob Ross. He's a badass. He's a badass, legit, true artist. Create and just create and just create in such a short amount of time. Masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece. Hello, Rick Trevino. Can I talk in the inside voice? I really don't know, Larry. Tyrone Wilson, I seem like a turquoise girl. I mean, turquoise is pretty. It's good. It's very popular here in Arizona. But I love opals. Opals are also popular here. Okay, one time I dropped the acid. I thought I was going forward, but I was actually going backward. That sounds like an acid trip. So many messages held. Oh, you look like Clark Gable. Dang. Well, that's some very, very old school Hollywood handsome. I mean, Adrian Brody, he's just kind of got like, I don't know, there's something about him. It's his nose. But then for the most part, I think that like what is his name? He's in Tombstone. He's like Wyatt Earp's brother, the older brother. He's got such a good voice. He's got such a good voice, such a good cowboy voice. I am in Arizona. Abe. Bob Ross knew that kung fu. Thank you, Jeffrey. God bless you too, and Jesus loves you too. My tattoos accentuate my eyes. I don't know. I don't know. They accentuate my eyes. You did? You watched him as a kid? Did you ever paint happy trees with him, Brian? Yes. Let me put a happy little tree over here. Yeah. Happy accidents, too. What's my favorite tattoo? My favorite tattoo is... I guess I'll have to show y'all. Let's see. My favorite tattoo is this one. My X-ray rabbit. So, they have Lydia the tattooed lady on the other leg. And then my back is completely not finished. So, that's like, that needs to be fixed. Okay. The end of days is called the final trump. Oh wow, Tyrone, you're in Santa Fe? Santa Fe is beautiful. Santa Fe is really beautiful. Maybe I missed it in the chat, but did you say what you were sculpting all day? Press the preppy? Hi. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jesus loves you too. Martin Morales, hello. Hello, hello. You look like Tom Hardy. Well, then you're pretty handsome. Did you ever hear that joke? Redhead and the bed blamed it on the cabbage head? No, I didn't. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Martin. The world is a ghetto? I mean, kind of. Sam Elliott! Yes, that's him! Yes, Sam Elliott. So handsome. And I love that voice. I look like an overgrown leprechaun. My daughters loved that movie when they were little, but they called it the Leprechaun. Mom, can we watch the Leprechaun? I think you do meditation. I don't do meditation near as much as I used to. But I probably should. Maybe this is going to be my sign that I should start doing it more often, because it's really so good for you. So good for everybody in keeping you centered. Rigid dub. I am friendly. I'm nice. I'm a friendly ghost. Ah, thick glasses. I bet you can see all the way into the future. That is clever. And I mean, are they that thick? They're kind of thick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty blind. Like, this one is definitely the thicker. My left. That's definitely thicker. Definitely tried to make happy trees. I love that. What about now? Are you gonna make happy trees now? Do you try now, or are you doing bigger trees? You have real happy trees. You have real happy trees in your on your property. I wouldn't even just say your yard, like your property. Tyrone says, I'm about due for a new tattoo. The wife and I are getting matching. What are matching Zias? What is that? Thank you so much, Brian. It's definitely my favorite tattoo. I fell asleep while I was getting it too. It's always amazing when you can find an artist who doesn't hurt so bad, you know, and then you can kind of just become one with the pain, and you know what to expect, and then you can kind of numb it out and just like go to sleep. Hazel Eyes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you very much. I think I'm behind in the chat. Castle of Ghosts, thank you. Oh, wow. AJ, departing St. John's, Arizona by the end of this month. Okay, that's a lot of symbols. I was way behind. I'm way behind. Patrick, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Aw, that is so clever. You can keep calling yourself blind, but even Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see how pretty you are. Thank you. Thank you. Never looking to the eyes of the dragon. It will haunt you for the rest of your life. Patrick Rowe. I mean, that seems legit. That absolutely seems legit. Neely. MM. Mum. Mum. I still don't know what matching Zias is. I know that a zitzi is like a prayer bead, a Jewish prayer bead, but I don't know what a zia is. Oh, I don't have green eyes. I don't have green eyes. I have like brown eyes. I have brown eyes. Oh, you did. I connected. I did some things just the other day on Discord. I feel kind of lame though because when I open it, it's like it's empty in here. It's kind of lonely in here. Oh, are you talking about this truth poll? A former U.S. Army officer is disseminating unsettling information regarding the simultaneous presence of the human soul across multiple dimensions. I was just talking about that earlier today about dimensions. Oh, okay. It's gonna restart. We're also supposed to be listening on Spotify to 33 Reasons song at midnight. Did you listen to it, Brian? Did you listen to any of your music? Corn. Fuck yeah, thank you. It's you, Tyson. I'm in I'm in Arizona and it's me, Tyson. What is your day job? I have a couple of different jobs. What do you think I do? What do you think is my job? My full-time job though is cat mom. Cat mom. And that is Rory. She's the baby. And she is the sassiest of them all. It is kind of you, JK, but at least it's like you're definitely consistent and loyal. And those are great, great, great qualities. Okay, Brian says my eyes change color. They go from brown, green, hazel to green to blue. Oh wow, you've got a driver's license from 3 different states with 3 different colors. Oh wow, your mom has silver gray eyes. My oldest daughter has gray eyes. They almost kind of like melt into the whites of her eyes sometimes. Oh, really, Mohammed? Well, thank you. Thank you. Stay. Stay for a while. It's me, Tyson. Absolutely, I am an artist. Um, I don't get paid for it. So, no. It's just past midnight on the East Coast. So, does that mean that we could listen to it right now on Spotify or would it go by my midnight? I don't even know why I'm saying that. I would have to put Spotify on my laptop and my computer is restarting. It's doing that thing where it's restarting. So, dancer, that's just for fun. Oh, Mohammed, you're going to say school teacher? No. No. Oh, you okay? So Brian says I did listen to some of 33's music, found a couple that you liked. Don't remember the names because you were working out. Okay. 25 hours a day. Dance, please. Oh, absolutely not. My ankle is twisted. Um, my ankle is absolutely twisted. No. I fell yesterday. I fell. I didn't hear the new one on Spotify. He sent me the link to some songs they have here on YouTube. I just didn't. Well, no, I didn't look on YouTube. But I do have the link for Spotify. But we're going to have to put Spotify on my laptop because we're doing this with my phone. I think that we should paint something. Tell me something to paint. Tell me something to paint. Tell me something to paint or tell me colors. Thank you. It's me, Tyson. Thank you very much. You felt Okay, Mr. Black Eye says green. Is there any specific kind of green? Like a lime green, forest green, army green, gray green? Paint the lion. Castle of Ghosts, thank you so much. Jamie Gonzalez, what's up with your skin? Are you a lizard? I mean, I am in Arizona. Okay, well, I have a lot of colors of green. I also have like a glitter green, like metallic green. My favorite green, I have turquoise green. Gray green is my favorite green. It's my favorite color in paint, at least at the moment. Dark green. I guess let's start with, let's just use this because I haven't used this yet. As soon as you send me payment details, I can send you money for your painting idea. Oh, yes, I need to do that. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Okay. So you most definitely do get paid for painting, and that makes you a professional. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I will do that as soon as we're done here. I promise. I absolutely promise this time. Pinky promise. But I guess I have kind of made a little bit of money lately with painting. Like, that's a commission. And then I did sell the llama. I just want to get it framed and then I need to take it to her because I want to go to her house and she doesn't live here. But also, I was thinking just in the future, hopefully my foot is feeling better, but I was thinking about taking us to Arizona. I was thinking about taking us to Arizona on Tuesday. So I'm going to try it. I mean, we're going to go. I'm just going to have to, I'll have to ask you guys if the stream is like good quality or if it's complete shit. If it's crappy quality, then I won't be able to continue the live stream and I'll just record videos. But yeah, I was thinking we need to take a trip. We need to go somewhere fun. Okay. And Tuesday, that gives me like 2 more days to just rest and hopefully my ankle will be feeling better. And if not, I have some KT tape, we'll just do that. But yeah, Arizona. Do y'all even know what Arizona is? Arizona is rad. Castle of Ghosts, it's okay. It doesn't really look that bad, but it's this part that is hurting the most, and this part is pretty swollen. But it's better. My chest, like, because just from hitting the ground so hard, like, really hurt. It really aggravated my arthritis in my chest from broken ribs in my chest. So that is really hurting. And then my ankle if I stand on it, but it's not hurting like with me just sitting here. So that's good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking, Castle of Ghost. If the service sucks, you could still record shorts. Absolutely. Yes. Do y'all know what Arizona is? My color is dark green with gold color in the middle. Okay. Um, okay. Arizona, for those of you who don't know what Arizona is, um, it's this like drive-through wildlife place that has bears. They have like bobcats, they have wolves, they have mountain lions, they have all kinds of birds. And you just get to drive through and like you're just right there watching like all of the wildlife. So it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to go. I haven't been since I've lived in Arizona, and that's just really my bad for not going. Okay, so Muhammad said that he wanted like green with gold in the center. Um, I got this metallic green. Um, and let's see. He said paint the lion. Okay.
Mommy. Oh, hi, Mommy. Oh, hi, Emmy. I can't go to bed. I'm scared. What are you scared of? Scared that puppies. Why wouldn't you want to be a girl? Because your vagina bleeds and we don't like it. We're too nervous. Yeah. Why did that work, Mommy?
TikTok.
No, it's like to take a fucking nap. You're going to be a good boy at church? Yeah. I'm a bad boy at home.
Did y'all hear that? His mom said, "Are you going to be a good boy at church?" He said, "Yeah, and a bad boy at home." That was funny. I don't know what lion's ears look like. I feel like this is too much pressure, Muhammad. I really do. This is too much pressure. Paint a lion. Rory, what kind of ears do lions have? Rory, tell me. Tell me, Rory. Hold on 1 second. Doesn't really look that green. I mean, it's metallic green. Still kind of like, what else is green? The Jolly Green Giant. You know what else is green? Leprechaun. The Leprechaun. Okay. I mean, this is fun. This is fun, but I don't know. Can you see like the metallic part of it? Can you tell? Like it's metallic green. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing. Okay, so Mohammed said it's very hard to see a lion's ears because of the mane. So would they be like round? I think they would be. I think they are. Like the house cats, their ears are like triangle, but I think that a lion's ears are more round. I tell Hattie all the time that she's a lion. She's still sleeping on that bag. She really likes that bag. It's funny. Um, I think I know why she likes the bag. And I think it's because when I first brought it home earlier, Rory, the baby, decided to sleep on it, and Hattie is just a little bit on the jelly side. Um, and so once Rory got off of it, then Hattie was kind of like, "This is my bag," because Hattie is definitely a little bit jealous, a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna paint. I don't know if it's gonna be a lion. I feel like that's too much pressure. Although it kind of does look like, does kind of look like one. Okay, so this would be the lion's nose right there. That seems legit. Can you see it? And then it's the lion's mouth. It's like a smiling lion. I love the way you said paint the lion, and I automatically went for a male lion because I automatically went to the mane. I'm sure there's something, I'm sure there's some kind of psychology there. Okay. Now, what kind of eyes? Hattie Beans, let me see your eyes. Hattie Beans. Hi. Okay. Okay. I think this is, I think that's, maybe that's okay. I think that they are kind of like round though. I think they're round like that. I think he looks like a really nice lion. Like, not very scary. Okay. Does it look like a lion? I kind of think that maybe this is up too high or maybe this goes down too far. Like this is all too, but then again, I'm painting it without a reference. So I'm doing the best I can. Let me see. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Yeah. My son drew my picture when he was about 6 years old, and you were amazed. Okay, lion ears matches its head. It's not too big. Thank you. So your son drew your picture when he was 6? I hope do you still support and encourage his art and his artistic endeavors? Because that sounds like genius. You know what, Brian? It's okay. I was thinking it. I was thinking it, absolutely. Why in the Hades is this beautiful woman single? Thank you so much, Castle of Ghosts. I mean, you know, I had a couple not good boyfriends. And then, I don't know. Then it just got kind of old, and I was like, I don't even want to try. I don't even want to try to meet people anymore. Are you single, Castle of Ghosts? Good, Mohammed. I love that. Very good. Good father. Yeah, I did. I had I had one that was incredibly, incredibly abusive, like really bad, and I snuck away from him. And then I had one that just totally lied to me and really kind of fucked me up for a couple of years. So he was just a really big liar. But at the time, it was really horrible. It was kind of like, how the fuck could you have done this? It was just horrible. And then my heart was broken, and I was like, you lied. You said you love me, just like all of the things. And like it really changed me. Like it was so intense and such, like I just had such intense feelings for him, and he just like lied to me in such a massive way that it literally changed who I was. Like I'm not the same person as before I met him. Um and that was really hard. Really, really hard for a long time. But now that I'm older and wiser and more badass, I realize that I grew so much. And it's good that I'm not the same person that I was before because, I'm better person now. I'm stronger now. I'm smarter now. Um and he was the piece of shit. But also, I've also reached this point where maybe he's not so much of the piece of shit because I like who I am more now. Um than who I was before. But it took me a long time to get there. He really totally fucked me over big time. Big, big time. Godson. Bunny, you bite onions like it's an apple, shaking my head. It's a different kind of gangsta. You probably are not as innocent as you sound, Bunny. Probably. Probably not. No, I'm definitely not innocent now. Um, but yeah, it's a whole story for one day, him, and it's pretty fucked up. But I know that he thinks about me all the time. And I know that he might even see me on this channel. He might see me anywhere. But I know that he kicks himself too. I know that much. So, I'll never understand an abusive male. I grew up with my mom's horror stories of her first husband. There's absolutely nothing a woman could do that could even make me raise my hand to her ever. That's really good. That's really good. Um, I do want to just stress that women can also be very abusive too, really women can be very abusive too. And it's not cool both ways. Violence in a relationship, it just shouldn't exist. Like there's no reason for it to need to go to that point. If it does go to that point, it's like you should just break up because obviously there's a serious problem in the relationship. But he was just like, well, he was paranoid schizophrenic, and I kind of didn't quite realize that um, at the time, but I think that played into a lot. But then also, he would just kind of towards the end, he was just doing like textbook narcissist, abusive narcissist tendencies. Like he was just, he would pull guns out and tell me he's gonna shoot himself. Pulled a gun on me in a tattoo shop once. He's the reason why I had CPR. He was just like, he'd pick me up by my throat and was just choking me by my throat. Like my feet, I broke all my toes from like kicking and trying to get away. And I was thinking, I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to die. And then I kind of did until CPR was done on me and they brought me back. But, um, yeah, it was just, it was always my fault. I was always my fault. You know, when he would get mad at me, it's because I did something wrong. You know, I never did anything right and never was enough. And then of course there's that period of like the love bombing, where they're like, I love you, I can't live without you, blah 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 blah. And I remember one pretty big fight. We were out in the middle of nowhere because we were homesteading a property, and I just walked out and I walked into I walked into just like open field in Texas. It was like 20 miles outside of town. And he had told me that he was going to kill himself. He had told me like I'm going to and he had a gun, and like as I was getting down the road, I heard a gunshot. And I stopped. I remember stopping and just being like, "Oh my god." But man, he loved himself so much. I knew that he wouldn't go through with it. He wouldn't go through with it. He just loves himself so much. Like, no, because he thinks that he's amazing and like God's gift, because he's crazy, crazy. And he didn't. He didn't. And, I just, yeah, I hope I never see him again. We'll never ever try to see him again. That's there's a lot of people in abusive relationships that don't get out, and eventually it will get really bad, if you don't ever get out. um and there is resources, and you can you can start a life again. You can. It's going to be so good. But there's, man, toxic relationships are just like exactly that. Toxic relationships are really, they're really bad. A lot of times it's a person, like the person that is like being abused is a lot of times like really low confidence, and then they get isolated, and then the partner kind of makes them feel even less of a human, and it's just really messed up. So a lot of people don't leave, and a lot of people leave and then they go back. um but I remember thinking like, if I continue to stay like this, and if I actually did like die, my daughters would find out about this whole situation, because my body just had like varying levels of like healing bruises and stuff, like in the autopsy it would be like known. And so if I died, then my daughters would find out that like I put up with a guy and allowed a guy to do that to me. So that would be telling my daughters that like it's okay to accept this. And so yeah, I finally just was like, no, this is not okay. This is not okay to accept this. And I was, she's like really into it right now. I was like really homeless, and I had just barely started a job. But I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. And I left. And he definitely like tried to stalk me, and for like a good year afterwards. Then I moved like way out of town. So yeah, I left. I left. I value myself. I respect myself. Let's see. Brian says I've definitely had my share of bad relationships that just made me beat myself up and tell myself that I was the problem. When I knew it was them, that's when I had to make a change and walk away. Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I love it when people recognize their own self-worth, because in life there's tends to be a lot of people who don't understand exactly how special and important they are in life in the grand scheme of the world. um, and really every single human is necessary. Every single human is special. Every single human is necessary. And yeah, every single human should value themselves above anything else. Let's see. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. An ex is an ex for a reason. I've never gone back with anyone I've previously broken up with. I went back and forth with him a lot. But I do like that saying, like, going back to an ex is like when a dog eats its own vomit. Kind of makes sense, you know? But I do tell you, like, those toxic relationships, and we had been together for so long. Like, I had put up with his shit for so many years. I'm sure he did think I was just going to stay. Muhammad says, I divorced my wife because you don't like arguing. Good. I don't like arguing either. I do not like arguing, and I don't like raising of voices. I don't like violence. I just, yeah, if I'm going to have a relationship, a romantic relationship, or even a friendship, anything like that, I want it to just be fun, because it's supposed to be just fun and good and loving. That's why my previous job was pretty taxing, psychiatric acute care unit. Man, I would sit there, and sometimes for 12 hours straight I would just be called the most horrible names, and you can't do anything about it. You just sit there, and like they're obviously mentally in crisis and disabled. But still, man, it fucking sucks. Like one girl was like, I hope your fucking kids die. so, so I had listened to her for, I don't know, like 3 weeks. She ended up being at the facility for like 6 months. Um, but I had listened to her. I had to listen to her for like 3 weeks, and all she would ever say is, "I just want fucking Taco Bell." And she would call her brother and be like, "Bring me Taco Bell." And she wasn't getting her Taco Bell. So that day, when she was like, "Hope your fucking kids die," I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go to my lunch. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell. Bye." And she lost her shit. And typically, I don't like to aggravate a person in a mental crisis, but man, that bitch had it coming. How the fuck, Castle of Ghosts, how the fuck does a man talk to a woman like that? Um, well, I don't know. I don't know. He has no respect. That's the thing. There's like this old saying that if a man respects his mom, then he will respect you. But if he doesn't respect his mom, then he's not going to respect you. And that seems to be pretty accurate. There's, you know, my ex absolutely thinks that he's just like absolute savior mode, like reincarnation of Jesus, and just perfect, like here to change the whole entire world. And he may have some really good ideas every now and then, and he was a really good artist, but he was not that important. But also, that's another symptom of like paranoid schizophrenia is delusions of grandeur, you know. And he was very, very delusional. And I used to be a lot weaker than I am now. I used to be a lot I used to be a lot weaker. I used to just like want to keep the peace so I wouldn't like speak up. I used to be kind of like a people pleaser. So not now. Not now at all. It is mustache tattoo. Mustache. Yes. I have two. I got these when I was a bartender. Um, my mama was my absolute hero. Castle of Ghosts. I love that. That's very good. That's beautiful. Ramon. He keeps deleting his messages. You like that, Brian? When a dog eats its own vomit? It kind of is though. It's true. It's just like that. Okay. It's our fails or our falls that make us who we are. But I'm glad that you're strong, badass you are today. Thank you. Thank you. I am too. I am too. My daughters are badass. And they're happy. That's the biggest blessing any parent could ask for. I drove trucks for 40 years. Now I'm retired. I am 62. I was divorced in 92. Now I live alone and I don't regret it at all. My job kept you occupied for all those years. You know what, Mohammed? I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Um, and I'm sure that your son also appreciates that too, because I think that children do I think that they would thrive better with two parents who can work together from a distance than two parents who are constantly screaming at each other in the same house, you know? Um, so I'm happy for you and I'm proud of you. Castle of Ghosts says, God rest her soul. She taught me everything that a parent is supposed to be. Father and mother's side of it. I love that, Castle of Ghosts. I love that. That's good. That's very good. And Brian, you say, I'll bet anyone you've raised or mentored is badass. I mean, I kind of think so. I kind of think so. One of my coworkers, previous coworkers, she was like, you need to be a therapist. You would be such a good therapist. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. I don't want to hear everybody's fucking problems. I don't want to listen to that shit. Patrick, in a way, Patrick says, in a way, you frighten me, but in another way, you don't. It's very peculiar. Well, you know, I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm not frightening. I shouldn't be frightening. I guess I should be. I would be frightening if you were like, um, if you were trying to fuck me over, or like trying to fuck my daughters over, or if you were talking shit about my cat. Rory and her boyfriend. Okay, so that was Grace and Rory, but then Rory's boyfriend, Hudson, is right there. And they're starting their Zoomy thing. Okay. You do, Brian? You hear that too? I think maybe it comes from like, I have a certain confidence about myself that sometimes comes off as like bitch, or like mean in some ways, but I really think it's just that I'm very confident. Look at what they're doing. Can you see them? Grace was just like, she was just like scratching the bed. Okay. The woman just needs love and a man who can give it to her. You are exactly right, Castle of Ghost. Do I have love tattooed on one hand and hate tattooed on the other? No, it's no. Are you talking about this? This says mine. 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 This is a very old tattoo that I got, you know, because I that was the hand that I held my boyfriend's hand with. And I was like, oh, you're mine. So dumb. It needs to be redone. But fingers hurt. Fingers hurt. And then this is money over bitches, because I used to be a little gangster. And then I have this lady, this Native American princess, and this Native American princess. Because of that, when people, they think you're 45, I mean, that's good. Stress really ages you so much. Stress really ages people so much. It truly does. Everybody there's this whole group of people that are very concerned with like Botox and what is it? The stuff that they put like all in their lips and stuff. And plastic surgery, but if you can just kind of keep your life to hardly any stress and also laugh, that's like nature's Botox. Being happy. Patrick, they are going bonkers. It's like Izumi o'clock right now. Okay. No, I don't come off. You don't come off as a bitch, Brian. Really? Okay. You do get told you should be a therapist? I mean, you'd probably be a good therapist. Probably would. You're very positive and you have lots of good positive feedback. I um I don't really know how to give bad news in a good way. So that's one thing that I'm learning and I'm not really doing great at it. Like I just say it and some people get kind of like their feelings hurt. They get kind of, like, oh, and I'm just like, well, I'm just like being honest. I'm just telling you the truth. But I think some people want to just be lied to. Castle of Ghosts, thank you. They're like they're glitter. It said silver. It's like this dip powder stuff that you put on. Like you put like some kind of liquid on top of it and then you stick it in this like pot of powder and then you dust it off. But it said silver, but it's like very much glittery. Random user. Takes one to know one. Oh, I like that. That's very nice. That's very nice. You can hold my hand and I'll tattoo my fingers to say hers. Okay, Castle of Ghosts. I'm half native Cherokee, and I thought you had Hell's Angels tattooed on your hand. That's so funny. I love that. That's pretty rad to be half Cherokee. That's very rad. I'm sure you are very, very um psychic, intuitive, and spiritually connected. It's Blitzkrieg, the lion. Yes, yes, yes. The Lion King, baby. I still feel like his nose is maybe a little bit too big, but maybe not. Maybe once I get more colors going on, maybe it will. He's definitely doesn't seem ferocious. So thank God he's not Scar. Mohammed, I'm glad. That's good. God loves it when you laugh. God also loves it when you dance. Part Cherokee and Blackfoot, and I live in Cherokee County in North Carolina right now. Oh my gosh. And Blackfoot. Wow. So you also Native Americans are on a different vibe. They're on a different level. Like being so close to the reservation when I was living in my car right after I bought my previous Subaru, um the lights didn't work on the inside, so like I couldn't see at night like how fast I was going because I had no interior lights. And I mean, I was just, like guessing. And like one of the first nights that I slept in the forest, I woke up really early, um, drove into town to get coffee, and I pulled up to the speedway, and there was this Native American man just sitting right there, and he was like, "You just need a new fuse. You need to put a fuse." And he pointed to my car and the hood of my car. He was like, "It's going to be like right here." And I went and I got some fuses, and I have interior lights. I didn't say anything to it. He didn't see into my car when I pulled in. He just knew, and he just told me. And like the very next day, I went to the same speedway and got coffee. Um, and I found 3 flicker feathers in that same spot where he was. Like they fell out of the tree, like into my hands. So I don't know for Cherokee and for Blackfoot, like if birds, I'm sure birds probably have a symbol, like a special symbolism or meaning, but like the flicker for Navajo represents like the Che, like the grandfather, the masculine. Um, so yeah, there's definitely there's definitely something about it. I love it. I'm very blessed when I get to I'm very blessed whenever I get to be told anything or when I get to learn anything as far as their culture goes, you know, because there's something to it, man. It's beautiful. Okay. It was you, Blitzkrieg? And when see people approach them with a smile, absolutely. I love that. I love to smile. So in Texas, people are really big on smiling and waving and like saying hi, even to strangers. In Texas, people are like that. But here in Arizona, not so much. And people were just like, who is this crazy woman? Because she's just like smiling and saying hi to all of us. Like, I don't know you. But it's also a very small town. So they all kind of get to know me now. They know me now. um, oh, Mike Sommerfeld. So this is the thing. This is a conversation of positive, happy, healed, and mentally stable adults. And you just show up here, and like everybody obviously is going to see by your comment that you are absolutely none of the things that I just said. Okay. It's an inner soul. It's an inner soul to us Native Americans. We know our heritage like the back of our hands. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's also a time for everything. Like it was just the first day of spring yesterday, so that means that there's a whole section of stories that can be talked about now, and then there's a whole section of stories that can't be talked about anymore until next winter. Here in Western New York, people don't smile and greet one another. I mean, I'm sorry, that's kind of lame. I think saying hi and smiling is it's pretty small. It's a pretty small thing, but it has a really big like it makes a really big difference, you know. Amos Throckmorton, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. And Mike Summerfeld, sorry I just got here. Okay, well, the best apology is change behavior. Amos, thank you. Exactly. It's Blitzkrieg. Exactly. It really can affect someone's day, and it can really change someone's day for the better if you say hi, acknowledge the presence, um, even maybe listen if they want to talk to you for just a second. Listen, because we never know what everybody else is going through. So I agree with you. I'm glad that you agree too. Smiling, laughing, and being happy is the best medicine. You're exactly right. Is it true that they discovered ancient Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon? Because my mom, she looks like the Native Americans. Um, I mean, I can tell you again. There's a time and a place. Amos, thank you. there's a time and a place to talk about everything, all kinds of stories. You can't just tell all stories all the time. But I can tell you that there is very much a connection between the Native Americans here in the American Southwest and Egypt. Yes. And I know where you're talking about. I know where you're talking about. It's just, the Grand Canyon is very protected. You can only go so far into so many places. But there is absolutely a connection. Absolutely. I'll say like that. Close to Omaha, Nebraska? No, we're in Arizona. I mean, is that close? I don't think it's close. People don't know the power of a genuine smile. I do. Grand Canyon is where the lizard people live. I mean, that's what some people say. But also, the locals say that they live more in Jerome, which is like outside of Sedona. It's the little people that live here. Never been to the canyon? It's Blitzkrieg. Well, you know what? Hopefully, one day you get to come to the Grand Canyon, and hopefully you'll still know who I am on this channel, and you can email me and we can meet up and we can go to the Grand Canyon. And it would be fun. Unrestricted, that's just the thing. Especially since the fires too last year. There's not a whole lot of like unrestricted access to the canyon. Unless you want to get unless you're like a river, if you would do the river rafting. So you could get into the river and you could access some of the like the restricted areas on a riverboat or like a kayak. But then also, like I said, with the fires, huh, there's something so fishy about the fires. Like that wasn't a regular fire. That fire was started on purpose for a reason. Thank you, Brian. Amos, you have a vacation home in Phoenix? Lucky. It might melt this week. It's already like 106 degrees. Christopher, hello. Christopher says, hi, Andrea. You always have the gospel kind of feeling, peace of mind. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I really do love that. Thank you for being here. Scary sounds. Oh, goodness gracious, Amos. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. There's not like a whole lot to say when someone has passed. This is Hattie Beans. This is Hattie Beans. She's scratching me. Hi. But I can tell you that I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Let yourself grieve however you feel like you should grieve. Let yourself feel the feelings. Let it out.
Honey beans, mommy loves you. She's a baby. Oh my gosh, she got it.
Aw, Amos, really? Hi. Hi. When I was in Arizona, I showed my mom pictures, your mom's pictures to people from Arizona, and they named a tribe. They thought your mom was from that tribe. That's pretty interesting. Which tribe was it? Was it Navajo or Hopi? Um, there's many other tribes here, but mostly. Oh, Amos, I hope you subscribe. Yes. Thank you so much. That would be tremendously helpful for me. Why? She has her whiskers in her mouth. Okay. She had some whiskers in her mouth. She still has whiskers in her mouth.
Honey beans, don't bite your mommy. Don't bite your mommy, honey.
They're going crazy in there. Okay. You have sweet dreams, Amos. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for being here. I think I might actually like in the live stream and go to sleep. It's kind of getting late here too. I think that's yeah. It's kind of getting late here. I'm gonna scarf down some more pico de gallo. I don't want to do that online because it's kind of gonna be really messy. But thank you all for being here tonight. I love you all and all the new people. I'm so happy to talk to you and get to meet you. Thank you. Thank you, it's Splits Creek. Thank you. Oh yeah, I didn't even put them up. Okay. Y'all all have sweet dreams. Have a really good night. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. So, okay. Bye.